Alright, I am hoping I am live. Just need a confirmation and then we'll start. Guys, if you think I'm live, you can also start commenting on YouTube, on Discord, everywhere, so I would know that I am. Okay, awesome. So, hey guys. Oopsie. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to yet another episode of Camp K12 TV. I am so excited to have you guys over because I wasn't here last week. I was there with you guys commenting my way into Nitish sir's episode, and today I get to connect with you guys again. So it's a happy day for me. So for those who are new, I'll quickly tell what is Camp K12. So we are an online platform. We teach 21st century skills to students from grade 1 to grade 12, and we have amazing lot of students, and every Friday at 7 o'clock these students actually join us live and become teachers. Yeah, so I'm not going to waste time because I feel like today is one of those episodes when I'm just going to sit and eat popcorns, and we have an amazing super coder who is going to join us. So Pragun, can we have you online, like hey Pragun.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good too, thank you. And guys, I think I'll just like quickly introduce Pragun. I usually let the kids introduce themselves, but this time I feel like I should introduce Pragun because Pragun is like our, I would say, star coder, like star student coder. How long has it been? I think Pragun, you are in Camp K12 even before many people who are in Camp K12.
Yeah, I think I was in the beta batch, in like the first or second beta batch.
Yes, and that's like crazy. I mean, you're one of our oldest students, and you have learned almost all technologies with us, right? So I feel like you are like a qualified coder already, and at the age you're in grade 8, right? So that's
Yeah.
like not even high school. So I would like to just say that I think I have seen you from the very start of your journey, and I think like I feel, and everyone at Camp K12, especially Anshul, I'm sure, feel like super proud of you because of the way you've grown as a coder. And I think today's episode is great because you're, I feel, a way better teacher and more, have a lot more knowledge than I do or many people and what to do today.
So my name is Pragun. I've been doing Camp K12 since around, I guess, 4 years or 3 years, and I moved to the US around 2 years ago, and I continued doing classes with them online. And currently, I am in the AI with Python batch of students.
So
And today we're going to be making a kind of a user profile, and you can. Well, I'm gonna just be making one. It's gonna be quite simple, but if you're gonna be coding alongside, or if you're just gonna be using it for reference, you can customize it like any way you want. This is just like my personal preferences I'm gonna be using.
that's great. That's wonderful, Pragun. And I just like, I would like to just go out of the way and say that I'm excited to learn from you because I think that you've explored so many technologies that it's crazy how I think you're inquisitive about coding, or you're curious about coding, and have continued doing so for many years. So before we move ahead, because Pragun, to be very honest, when I was discussing this with many of my own kids and many, I would say, super coders at Camp K12, they actually wanted to ask few questions to you because, and I felt like it's fair. I think a lot of team members also want to interact with you because you have been here way before they have been here. So how about, guys, before Pragun starts teaching us how to code a profile, a user profile, we just ask questions. Yeah, we would just like sort of like to do an interview with you, Pragun, just hear a bit more about your journey and then move on to learning from you. Yeah, so everyone who's here, I request you guys to go and join Camp K12's Discord community. We have a Camp K12 TV community in Discord where you can ask questions, and I will ask those questions to Pragun. In the meantime, while you start doing so, you like while you start posting questions, there was like a pre-survey which was made with few kids, and I'm going to start with those questions. Yeah. So Pragun, one of the questions that I feel the younger kids were like really excited were about your profile. When I told kids of, I would say, grade 1 to 4 who are like really young, that what would you like to ask Pragun, and Pragun Bhaiya as they were calling you, who's been with Camp K12 for way more years, they wanted to see your profile because they felt like it'll be filled with projects. So would you like to just share your screen and help us
Oh, sure.
go through your Camp K12 profile? So guys, for everyone who maybe don't know what's a Camp K12 profile, every super coder at Camp K12 gets their own e-resume. This is like the resume of the future. Oh my god, as you can see, Pragun has like 16.4k skills, which is crazy, I would say. And he has like so many things that he's developed, and I would love for him to go through it and help us sort of see his profile. But everyone who joins Camp K12 gets their own profile and gets to build it. So Pragun, help us.
Yeah, so the skills that you get, they're based on, so once you take courses like these, I guess I've taken a lot of courses, you get certification, and then you also, based on the course that you did, you get like a specific amount of skill, and that also increases here. And you're also in the leaderboard, it ranks you based on skill. So if you wanna, I guess, just be on the leaderboard, you should take more courses. And the coins, they don't really matter like as much as the skill. If you wanna like go for more courses and you want to like, I guess, save up for courses, you can actually, I'm pretty sure you can redeem.
Yes.
Like if you get like 10,000 coins, you can redeem it for a free course.
Yes, definitely. Like it's he's just giving like a random number, but you can definitely redeem coins, and this is crazy. As an amazing Pragun. Can you just like there are like so many projects. Oh my god, if we click on projects, will be, which is how many courses have you done with us? Like what all technologies do you already feel confident about? And it's fine if you're not showing it on your profile and just like you stop sharing your screen and we get to see you. So like
sure.
yeah, so how many courses have you done, and like what technologies do you feel confident about? I know web dev because we are doing one, but other than that,
I've done like quite a few courses. I think I've done 8, and maybe this is my 9th one.
Wow.
And so I really feel confident in web development because I've been doing that like since the beginning.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty good at Python. I'm also like, it's kind of similar to web development, but like if you want to connect like web development with databases, there's a thing called Django. It's not really a platform because it's built with Python, but it has its own libraries and stuff, and you can connect it to web development. And so honestly, web development, it's a pretty small part of like tech, and you can also supplement it with others. But if you want to go into, I guess, like you want to fine tune it really well, you should go with like HTML and CSS.
And that's something that you're going to teach us today, right? The basics.
Yeah. And for Django, you can actually, there's an admin page, you can go and add different things into your admin page. So you can like, if you want to go with Django, you can even like, say for example, make it, about Blogger and WordPress, you can make those yourself. Yeah. Without even having to code each individual page.
Wow, that's crazy. And I'm really hoping to see a lot. Like I would say, I'm hoping to see many more websites that you've created. I know you've already created a lot of websites, but that's great. Pragun, you have continued coding, right? Like there are many kids who do, but I would say very many kids who don't as well, right? Who just like test coding and try coding, but sort of after a technology they stop wanting to continue it. So what made you continue coding? Like what is it that drives you to keep coding more and more?
Well, for me, it's not really that there is a thing that's stopping me, because it's just so interesting, and it's really interesting to learn and see how you can apply these in real life. And the course that I'm doing, AI with Python, that's really interesting because Python's something that I already have like a bit of knowledge in, and it's so interesting seeing like how AI is affecting the world and how I'm also able to do things like how like Facebook and I
Yeah.
guess say Instagram are able to do with just a few lines of code. Well, not just a few, but just do a similar things.
Definitely, wow, definitely. And what made you start coding? I mean, I remember interacting with your mom when you were in Gurgaon. And what made you start coding, or what's your inspiration that sort of made you feel like, oh, I would like to try this skill out? Do you remember? Were you involved in that decision?
I think I remember because I wanted to learn coding because it just sounded really cool at the time, and my friends, I think Krishna Santan, I used to be friends with him, and I don't really know a lot of people anymore because I moved. And
Yeah.
he was doing a course with Camp K12. He was like in like the first beta batch, and I said, "Can you give me the link? Because this sounds really cool." And then I just started learning coding. So Camp K12 was like there as soon as I wanted to learn coding. That's pretty cool.
That's great. That's amazing. And I still remember, like, over years, you have recommended so many people, right? Like, I see so many, I've seen many of your friends, at least I definitely know few of your friends from US who've joined Camp K for coding, because you keep inspiring people, which is actually great. One last question before we move on to creating a profile, because I know everyone's keen on learning from you. But Pragun, do you have like a role model, or probably like an inspiration, even if it's not in coding, but anything that sort of makes you feel like you want to do something in life, or whose journeys inspired you? And again, that might not be like a coder, but any person in your life who inspires you or motivates you.
Yeah, he's not really in my life, but Elon Musk. I think his story is like really impressive.
Yeah.
Because like he was a kid who was born in South Africa with like I'm pretty sure Canadian mom, and
Yeah.
it's really cool to see how he's become like a really rich person who's done so many crazy things.
Yeah.
So it's just really cool to see, and I think he's a pretty good role model.
Yeah, and I think he is like one person who sort of stretches the limits, and
Yeah,
sort of shows all of us that technology can, like, has no limits basically, right? That technology can do so many things, and it's just imagination that's required, and there's never enough, which is great. Wow, like a great motivation. And I'm hoping that someday, like, I'm sure in future I'll be sitting with a kid who would say Pragun it. We will be so. I'm sure, Pragun. And with that, on that note, I'm sure everyone now wants to learn profile, how to create their own profile. So guys, this is like the part one of how to create your own profile, because creating like a profile like FB, or the profile that Pragun just showed, which is a Camp K12 profile, takes up a bit of coding, right? And what we are going to do is we are going to show a part one of it, which Pragun can help us in 15 minutes, and then we'll later in the description just add like a proper profile source code that Pragun gives all of you guys, so you can go and explore it even more. Yeah, customize it based on that. Cool, Pragun, makes sense. Awesome. So is Pragun is using a platform called VS Code. He's using that platform because, well, like, he's like a coder now. So that's like a professional thing. But there's also a platform that we have given, which is codepen.io, which is an online platform. So just in case you don't have an offline VS Code or Sublime or Brackets or any of those platforms, it's completely fine. Don't get overwhelmed. Just keep following Pragun on codepen.io, and you'll get the same sort of outcome, right, Pragun? Like, correct me if
yeah.
I'm, yeah, awesome, great. So let's get started. I'm going to hand over everything to you. You can just share your screen, and I'm just going to watch and learn.
Okay. So I did a little bit of work because I didn't really want to come here empty-handed because we at least need a bit of basics to get this done. And here you can see you just if you really want to create your own profile, you have to give a sort of introduction to yourself. So I just have a picture of me and hey, I'm Pragun. And about me and projects. This is like the main part that I'm going to be covering today. So about me, you can either have it the about me here, or you can have it like if you scroll down or if you click here, it will take you to the about me. So usually you wouldn't really want it here. You would want to show like the person who's coming to your website like something cool or just want like a picture of the best product that you've done. Or just like a random cool picture and instead. Because that'll kind of motivate them.
Hey Pragun, I'm really sorry to cut you. Can we just like zoom in to your VS Code because it's becoming slightly difficult to read. So everyone's just saying, can we just have the font? Like increase your font probably.
No, sure.
Awesome. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, this is good. Thank you so much. You can continue.
Okay. So now that I've just talked about that, we can move on to the coding bit. So here I'm using a thing called Bootstrap, which is basically, I can take you to the page. It is this. You can have like alerts, badges. It just basically, instead of having to code all of these parts yourself, it's just an easier way to just have a reference to things. Because it's a really great platform. So yeah.
That's
now
nice.
and the fonts. Well, I have Adobe fonts, and I'm gonna be using those, but I'm probably not gonna be using those right now because Google fonts I already have. So I'm probably not gonna be going to those pages because that takes a lot of time choosing the font.
Yeah.
So let's get started on the About Me page.
Yeah. Okay, so
now,
yeah.
Here, you can really say whatever you want. It's really up to you. Like mine is Praguns set. And yarn. For those of you who don't know what this tag is, it just creates a space. Like if you see, for example, I just put anything in here.
Okay. So BR is like
right now,
change of line?
Yeah, it just creates a type of line.
Okay.
And it's pretty useful.
Okay.
But it's not that big, and I haven't put in any yet. So style, color. There you go.
Nice. Oh wow. Okay. This is cool.
So I'm pretty sure you would want a bit of padding. So style.
So what exactly is padding?
So there's two things. It's called padding and margin. So I can take you here and you can see it better as an example.
Yeah.
So this is your content. This is like the padding, which is still in the block, like in your content, but it creates a sort of like it just creates a sort of a space where it's not your content, but it's still in like the division of your content.
Yeah.
And then the border, that's just usually like the outline of where the place that you've made where it ends, and margin is outside what you're making, but it gives a sort of a line outside.
Okay.
So that it's not in your content, but it's so like a padding outside the border, if you know what I mean. And
okay, so hey Pragun, I'm actually I feel like the kids need for you to zoom a bit more.
A bit more? Oh, sure. Is this better?
Try one more if that's okay, or will it be like too huge for you to code? Yeah, this I think would be better.
It's a bit big, but I think it's
okay. Thank you so much.
That will make it better. Okay. And you can just end the HD here. And because if you're going to be coding, you don't want everything the same font, because this is like the most important header of my page. I'm probably going to have it the biggest.
Yeah.
My name and the about me, that's not as important as, because if you want someone to be attracted to like your profile, the main page is probably the most important.
Yeah.
The about me, you still make it look good, but as I said before, like you want your project and your homepage to look way better, and because it's not necessary to glamorize and write a lot, but it's still important to make everything be consistent and look good.
True.
And I'm 14 years old. That's it.
All right.
You don't really, as of right now, you don't want to be giving too much information because we're not adults yet. So
That's a good point, guys. This is a good point. That just like filter out the information that you want to keep on your profile very mindfully.
yeah, because if you think it's important to say, like, for example, I'm really good at HTML and I know Python, I know Java. If you want to say stuff like that, sure, go for it. But you really don't want to be giving away like personal information. Like the state you live is probably fine, but don't give any information that's more than that.
That's a good point, guys. That's definitely a good point.
And here, 3, I guess.
So what are these? What is the difference between these headings? Like you're choosing numbers.
Yeah, sure. So H2. So as you can see here, H1. Well, I have a CSS page where I put in a specific font size.
Yeah.
And you can use pixels or EM. It doesn't really matter. Then H1 is the biggest. Let me show you. So you can see it keeps on going bigger to smaller. So it's kind of like the headings, and H4 and H6 is probably just normal text, but it keeps on going from bigger to smaller. So just so that you can see.
So 1 is like the biggest and 6 is like probably the smallest, or like no normal text.
Yeah, 6 is the smallest, and if you want to go smaller, just use like pixels and put in like the font size yourself.
Right.
If you want to go bigger, because these are just like standard sizes. You can change them however you want just by changing the pixels.
Okay, cool.
So this is probably all that I'm going to be putting right now. Oh, should make it smaller.
Oh, so you're okay.
And I'm just going to be just using the styles here so that it's easier for all of you to see. But if you want to make like this, like I guess more straightened out, you can put all of your styling, give it like a class, which is basically a name that it can refer to, and put like dot the name, and then give it the styling, as I have already done for quite a bit of it.
Right.
Yeah. So now I guess the about me is done, because otherwise I would just be adding pictures, and we don't really have the time to just give a full on about me.
Yeah. No, that's okay. We can just have like a part of it, and everyone can just then later edit.
I've also made like this is just another example.
Oh wow, this is great.
If all of you want to see.
Yeah.
So this is just, I haven't added anything here because this is just supposed to be like the base framework.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be sharing this with all of you.
Okay.
And this is like my skills.
Wow, this looks good.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
And the projects, the coloring is just like standard, but I had one project /week where you can talk to other people and stuff. But I'm pretty sure I need to like renew the Google site. It's currently offline.
No, but this looks great. This definitely looks great. I was actually wondering, Pragun, if you can just like show us how do you probably add an image or anything related to
Right, sure.
images. Yeah.
So just Google footer image
All right.
and yeah, just save image desktop, portfolio, and
So, guys, because there are
footer
like times
chicken.
when you want to add a gallery of yours, or probably just different
Yeah,
images.
if you want to like add, for example, pictures of your or pictures of projects, it's just the same way, and
Yeah.
then you probably have to customize it. You definitely have to customize it in terms of size.
Yeah.
So just remember that.
Yeah. And also, can you, if probably maybe you can just show us how like right now it's left aligned, so can I make it right aligned, center aligned, and just play around
Yeah,
with the alignment.
sure.
Oh, this
So
is great.
center. I'm not sure if it works on images.
So what did you do here? Like a good thing.
No, it seems like the picture is already really small. So
Yeah.
you don't, if the picture that you have is small,
Yeah.
you don't need to be customizing it. And then there's this really nifty thing
Yeah.
called center. It's just a center tag.
Yeah.
It floats everything. Like it puts the picture that you have or even the text. I don't know about here, but yeah. This works with text as well. I can show you as an example.
Okay.
Just center. Yeah.
Cool.
Great. And then all of this
Hey, this
is
looks nice.
going to be in the middle of the page.
Yeah.
There's also another thing called float, which is also pretty cool.
Okay. What does that do?
So mainly this is mainly used for like divs, I guess. Wait, let me just format this. Yeah. So for example, if I have a specific width, X. Yeah, because like the width of, let me show you. The width of the div, which is basically like a kind of a part of the thing.
Yeah.
The width of the div is here.
This is nice.
This is the entire, yeah, so. And if you want this to actually go to the right side of the page, you can just, you can just put float.
Yeah.
Right. And there you go. It'll just switch sides. So that's a pretty important thing. If you just want to be able to move around stuff, you should know the float tag. Because that you're probably gonna end up using it if you want to like put different things. For example, I was using the float tag for this, but I don't really want to add anything here for now because it takes time to add separate pictures.
Right.
I want to keep the template kind of cool.
Right.
So yeah, you can use the float tag. It looks really nice. If this is on the left, this is on the right. Then you can put like more different things here, like pictures of the project or whatever you want.
Wow, this is great. This looks amazing. Anything like so? I had a question. So on the Camp K12 profile, there were like things which you can. Oh wow, we have our Uno Photo winners joining us. So on Camp K12 profile, if you go, then there are like this. If you go to your profile, then there's like yeah. So do you see there's like a section thingy that's been made? Right, to the left there's about me, and to the right there are like skills. So how do you do that?
This is like basically the same thing.
Okay.
So the about this is I don't know for sure because I don't have access to the code of this website. It's pretty cool. If it would be lucky to have it. So they're also probably using float because their div seems like this is also on the left side, this is on the right side. So if you want to be doing stuff like this, these are probably separate divs. So they're probably put float left for this, float right for that.
That's great. I'm sure they would have,
Yeah.
and I think that of all people, Anshul would definitely agree to sort of give you a sneak peek into the Camp K12 profile score. I'll probably just have a word with him. But that's great, Pragun. Any more tricks in the, that you would like to show us where you're better profile?
I think they'll just like come along as it goes. And
Yeah,
also just to tell you, a lot of my projects, I made them when they were on like the beta site of the Camp K12, like CatchXR and stuff,
yeah,
and ai.campk12.com. I made these projects when they were in like the beta stage. So now they've been wiped, so you can't really recover them.
yeah.
But it's fine.
That's
So
awesome.
just to tell that it's if you a few of my projects they won't work, like the site won't work if you click on it.
So I have a question, Pragun. You have made few web pages, right? So can you help, like, can you show us some of your, I would say, finished projects?
Oh yeah, this is a pretty much finished project.
Yeah.
I made because my sister's an artist. And she
Wow.
goes to
Oh my
art
God.
school.
Yeah.
So I implemented the framework that I told you guys about before, Django. So
Yeah.
there's two things, Django and Flask.
Yeah.
I personally prefer Django because I like building like bigger projects, but
Yeah.
Flask, this is also the same thing.
Right.
It's a micro web framework, and you can use these for making databases.
Yeah.
But you need to have a little bit of knowledge of Python, like dictionaries and lists and so forth.
Okay.
And here is an auto-playing video. Well, there was some nice music, but if you wanted to autoplay, you can't have music.
Wow, this is
And like
crazy.
those rules. And view my artworks. I have like she likes making like a lot of art, so
Did
she
you
has
create this?
like Medium is about.
Did you create this from scratch?
No. So I put in. Yeah. So just to show you, just for you to understand, it's like there's the human trapping. So if you want to use Django, this is what you're gonna get. You can customize the thing here, but this is like for the admin page.
Right.
You can customize whatever you have, and it'll show here for those of you who like seeing what you're getting.
Yeah.
But if you haven't really added anything, it's not going to show, but just you will be able to note that the database is working fine.
Wow, this is
So
great.
there's also these, and this is like a big portfolio that she's made, like that I made for her, and she has all of her information here. So if you want to see this, because it's like a finished project that I made.
Yeah, and this is great. I mean, wow, this is just amazing. Like,
yeah, if you want to see, it's just expressions.babyshi.com. If you want to look at it later.
definitely, we would love to sort of go through it. I think if you can just share it with me offline, I'll get the team to add it to the description.
Yeah,
so everyone
and I had this website called /speak.com. This is like almost a finished thing, but right now it's offline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is there a way for you to show us the offline version, because you'll have a code, and is that like very easily?
No, I don't think I have the code.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I made it when I was using my MacBook. Oh, and other things. So when you're coding, it doesn't really matter. Like if you're using web development,
Yeah.
it does not matter. It does not matter if you're using Linux, Windows, or Mac.
Yeah.
It just matters that you have like the correct things installed.
Yeah.
If you want to be going for like Python and stuff,
Yeah.
there's a pretty cool thing called Anaconda I can just show you.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, and
I think today's TV episode's like becoming tech hacks by Pragun. I think I'm just going to have like one more TV episode which just says tech hacks by Pragun. This is great.
so this is just like I'm not sure if it's only Python, but it also has like a list of important and cool things. So this, I'm pretty sure this is available on both Mac and Windows. So, but I think for ease of use, you should use Windows. It's just my personal preference.
Yeah.
You might like Windows. You might like Mac. You might even like Linux more. I think a lot of like,
Yeah,
professional, like not web development people, but like
Coders.
professional coders like Python, Java, they use Linux.
True. I know. So Pragun, this was great. Like this was really awesome, and we have some special guests with us today. So let's just stop sharing our screen and welcome
Oh, sure.
guests. So guys, please turn on your webcams so you guys will be visible. And just to give you all sort of a context, we ran an amazing competition recently, which was Uno Coder 2. Pragun, have you heard about it?
Yeah, I think I submitted a project, but I looked at it too late, so I think.
That's amazing. No, I think participation in itself was the most important thing. So we have Uno Coders winners with us, the top 5 winners of Uno Coders. So everyone, I request you to turn on your webcams and I request you to turn on your um, mic so I can actually interact with you guys. I see we have people who've joined us. Okay, we have Rehanj. Yeah, awesome. Hi Rehansh, how are you? Hi guys, everyone. If you can quickly rename yourselves, that would it would really be helpful for all of us to just know who you are. I know who you are. For everyone else who's watching, would know who you are. Oh wow, Sanjay is so excited. Oops, Rehansh. Okay, Rehansh. Now that you're here, how are you?
I am fine.
Awesome, Rehansh, and you created a project which is called Sophia's Venture, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, can you tell us a bit what platform did you use to create it?
Scratch.
Wow, Rehansh, how old are you?
I
Which grade are you in? That's okay. We don't have to.
am 6.
You're 6. Oh my God, Pragun, were you Rehansh's age when you started coding?
No, I'm pretty sure I was like 8.
8. Oh my God. So we have someone who's like.
Scratch I started when I was 6, but it's really important for the basics. So that's pretty good that you started early.
That's cool, right, Rehansh? And Sanjay, hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, congratulations, Sanjay. You created a Talk to Me app. Wow. So is it like Alexa or something where I can actually talk to it?
We cannot talk to it, but if you type in it something and click a button,
Yeah.
then it will say the word that you typed in.
Awesome. We have other people also who've joined us, and I would request for you guys to turn on your webcams. In the meantime, Anvi is joining us. I would like to congratulate Rehansh and Sanjay. Pragun, it would be great if you do that and officially sort of announce them as winners.
Good job. It's really cool that you won this prize, and it's really cool that your project has received so much recognition. It's really impressive. So congratulations, Rekhanch and Sanjay, and everyone else who won.
And they are going to get great prizes as well. Hi Anvi, how are you? Can you hear me? You're on mute. So we are just waiting for 2 more people to join in. Anvi, can you hear me? You're on mute. Okay, let's just see if we can ask her to unmute. Awesome. So guys, we are going to wait for 5 more seconds for everyone to join in. But just for you guys to sort of get a context, these are our amazing Uno Coder winners. So what was this competition? These guys created great projects. They uploaded them on Camp K12's profile and on Camp K12's website. And they got a lot of response. I mean, oh my God, their outreach is crazy. There were like hundreds and 500 and so many thousands probably of people who were checking it out and liking their projects. So that was great, and I would just like to quickly announce the winners. So we have Sanjay with us, and Sanjay, for his project of Talk to Me app, is on the 4th position. That's crazy. Congratulations, Sanjay. Sanjay, do you know how many likes did you get?
I didn't check it.
That's okay, cool. And I think we are just going to post all of your information and we'll just put up there. We have Rehansh with us, the cute little grey, like 6-year-old Rehansh. And Rehansh, you are third. Isn't that cool?
Yes,
Yes. Are you excited about it?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. If you're excited, can you give me a dab, like a very fancy dab, because you're like so cool. Cool. That's. I think his dab definitely deserves like first prize. Awesome. And we have Anvi with us. Anvi, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, how are you? Can you tell us a bit about yourself, because we got to know about these guys. You have created a travel suggester bot. Like, wow, did you like actually create an AI chat bot?
Yeah. So actually, it was just an idea of my teacher, the doctor,
Yeah.
and he helped me in it a lot. And like, I loved it.
Wow. And Anvi, for this amazing chatbot, you've received second position, which is like awesome. So congratulations.
Thank you.
That's great. And Anvi, I can see those medals actually. What are those? Like I can't help but ask.
So actually, those are of my sister and mine. We do like many competitions. It's a craziness.
Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations to everyone. And guys, we have few more people. Like we have, so I'll just quickly say Akriti Sharma, she has won the first prize in Uno Coder. Anvi has won the second prize. Harsupreet has won the fifth prize, and we have Sanjay and Reyansh with fourth and third respectively. So congratulations guys. The team will connect with you guys about the amazing prizes and gifts that you've earned, and keep coding, and super awesome. So thank you so much for being here. And Pragun, oh my god, I mean, kiddo, you are an inspiration for me. I don't think I should even call you a kiddo, because you're like a proper full stack developer who creates web pages. I should probably come to you to learn, all of us, even more. But thank you for being here at Camp K12 and for teaching us something. And Pragun, just like before you leave and before all of us leave, just a word of guidance for these young coders. And what are you going to do what do you see yourself doing few years down the line?
Well, in a few years, I guess I see myself going into AI because
Nice.
it's like it's a branch of tech that really interests me.
Yes.
It's interesting to see how the world is changing, so I'm gonna be going into AI.
Yeah.
And just advice for everyone, I guess would say, if you think that you're interested in coding,
Yeah.
you should really go for it, because I wasn't that sure if I would be interested, but it turned out to be like amazing.
Yeah.
So if you want to do coding, you should really go for it. And just for those who are coding, if you find it even like a little bit of it interesting, you should keep coding.
Yeah.
It's gonna get better.
Awesome, definitely. So guys, this is great, and I'm going to see you all next week. I don't think I'm going to see you all. I think we're going to have a master class with one of the master teachers next week. But I want one thing, and I want all of you guys to quickly put up in the comments and on Discord, wherever you're active, or Facebook, is that we want to try something new. And would you guys actually love to create robots or try robotics in the next TV session? If yes, then please comment. Please put up on Discord and just like tell us if you want to do it or not, and we'll ensure that our master teacher does it for you guys. Yeah. So thank you so much everyone. It was great having all of you over. Thank you Pragun, thank you Anvi, Reyansh and Sanjay, and congratulations again. And I am going to see you guys next week same time. So can we just all say bye to everyone, because I'm like so happy to
Bye,
have like so
thank you.
many kids. Yeah. And also guys, one more thing, because I really wanted to mention it. If Pragun's in the States, and he's actually doing this at like 6:30 or 8:30 a.m. That's like crazy morning. So Pragun, thank you for doing this so early in the morning. Cool. Thank you so much, guys. Congratulations again to all the Uno Coder winners. And I'll see you guys next Friday, 7 p.m. Let me know if you want to learn robotics. Thank you. Have a great evening and